Thank you. You may be a little groggy this morning due to daylight saving, but you're not alone. This morning, we're highlighting Sleep Awareness Week as many people struggle to get that quality rest. Dr. Anupamjeet Sekhon is a sleep medicine expert with Kaiser Permanente Fontana. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you told me you do get good sleep, so how are you feeling this morning?
Great.
You're doing great.
Yes,
okay, well, we want to talk to you. So those of us who did not prepare for daylight saving, what are some tips you can give us to kind of get over this slog?
So, in general, like before the transition, during the transition, and after the transition, you want to make sure you're sleeping 7 to 8 hours. It's okay if you didn't prepare to change your sleep cycle or started sleeping 10 to 15 minutes earlier. You can always start today. Like start going to bed 10 minutes early, but still wake up at, let's say you want to wake up at 6 a.m. Over 3 to 5 days, you would have covered that 1 hour and you'll be back to normal.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, that's the number one thing to do.
It's actually sticking to that, though,
yeah,
too,
sticking
isn't it?
to it, and of course, avoiding caffeine. We all want to drink coffee to stay awake, but resist that. Like no coffee 8 hours
and no
before
alcohol.
4 hours before bed,
Okay.
because alcohol will make you go to sleep easier. The first 4 hours, you're going to be like, oh, I slept like a baby, and then you start metabolizing it, and that's when you have that sleep maintenance issue. You're waking up multiple times. After alcohol and coffee, try not to be on your phone or any electronic devices like 2 hours before bed.
This all sounds really hard.
It is hard. It's not easy.
And you said keep pets out of the bedroom.
Yes. We have this misconception that, you want to cuddle somebody or you want a warm body next to you.
They're so sweet.
I know, but their body temperatures are much higher than ours. They will make you hot, and you actually need a cool, dark, sleep environment to get good sleep, like 64 or 68 degrees.
64, really?
Or 68. I mean, depending upon how hot or how cool you run.
Okay.
And like a nice comforter.
A nice big blanket.
Yes.
Well, you say quality of sleep is actually more important maybe than the amount of sleep.
So it depends. Like there are short sleepers that need less than 6 hours of sleep. An average person needs 7 to 9 hours, and then long sleepers need longer, like 9 to 11 hours of sleep. But quality comes in when you're getting all 4 stages of sleep. Like, our Apple Watches, our, these fancy wearables, these equipments, they talk about non-REM and REM sleep. You want to get all those stages so that, improves memory. Consolidates memories, helps you learn better and focus better.
Yes.
So that's why quality is important.
Okay, and there are some pretty common sleep disorders. Can you run through those?
Yes. So the most common that we do see is insomnia, where people have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. Everybody at some point in their life will go through either short-term or long-term insomnia.
Okay.
So it's very common. If you stick to your routines, it will get better.
And it really is about that routine.
Yes, and sticking to it. I mean, there are people who will go to bed whenever and still, like after vacations, they're still back to work mode and they don't need to do much. But then there are people who are much sensitive than them, and they are the ones that need to stick to it.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Night shift work can really be problematic. A lot of us here get up very early in the morning. Can you give us some tips and tricks?
Yes, of course. So sticking to the schedule, like I was saying, you guys may be waking up early, like 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning. So the key is make sure you get 7 to 8 hours if those are your needs. So let's say you have to wake up at 2 a.m. and you need 8 hours of sleep. You go to bed at 6 p.m. even on your days off.
Wow.
Yes, no caffeine 8 hours before bed. Get your physical exercise like in the afternoon out of the way so that you're not exercising before that. Limit your TV or any electronic sources that you might be on, just like checking up on work even.
I know. These are all hard to do, but all important. So thank you so much for being with us today. We really appreciate it.